definition of innovation on Google, you'll find it's the process or action of innovating. I'm pretty sure my 5th grade teachers would accept that definition on the vocab test. I mean, if you don't know what innovation is, I doubt you know what innovating is. So I made another Google search, so inconvenient, I know, and found that innovating means to make changes to something that is already established through new methods, ideas, and products. Over the past few years, innovation has moved faster than maybe ever before. Schools were forced to find an alternative to being in person, moms turned to driveway yoga, and kids turned to Just Dance instead of gym class. The pandemic brought this surge of creativity that was needed in order to maintain normal life from the comfort of our own houses. But even as cases started to lower and mask mandates started to disappear, some things stuck. Why would businesses want to pay rent when they could run the same if their employees stayed home? Jess Staley, the CEO of Berkeley's, even said that corporate offices filled with thousands of employees may be a thing of the past. I mean, I get why. It seems like a financial fantasy that companies can save money on real estate and employees can continue to complete their work. It's a perfect example of innovation. But is innovation always improvement? If no one wants these office spaces, then the economy is going to feel the effects. According to the real estate brokerage Newmark, 18.7% of Brooklyn's office real estate is available for lease. Now, I know this may not seem like much, but you're going to have to trust me. This is an almost all-time high. And don't forget, when workers commute, they pay for gas, public transport. They might grab a coffee or drop off some dry cleaning. Small tasks like these largely benefit the economy. And now, these businesses are losing their stream of regular customers. But if you're anything like me, I doubt you're worrying too much about the economy. Something I think we can all relate to, though, is online school or work. As someone who's done online school, I know the struggle of separating home time from school time, and I'm not the only one. According to a recent study, those who work from home full-time are 70% less productive than those who don't. This is why more and more people are calling out the fact that innovation and improvement are not the same thing. In fact, New York Times opinion columnist Michelle Goldberg even characterized some innovation as callousness bordering on cruelty. She's referring to New York's decision to get rid of snow days. Now they're being replaced with virtual days. In some people's minds, this is an innovative way to maximize the ability of meeting the requirement of 180 days of school. In my mind, it means stripping kids of being able to wake up, find out that school's canceled, play in the snow with your neighbors, or just sit at home and watch some TV. It may not seem like much, but when you know you should be in math class learning multiplication, suddenly the TV show seems 10 times better. Now, this year my school didn't have any snow days, but we did have water problems, so just as fun, I guess. And even though the repairs only needed one day, instead of canceling school, we just had one day of online learning right in the middle of the week. And the worst part is, it felt completely normal. Now, don't get me wrong, online learning was the perfect temporary solution. Temporary being the key word. Thinking back to 3 years ago when the flu wiped out half my school, sitting in last period social studies when the PA system announced there was no school tomorrow, the few of us who had survived this long were ecstatic. It seemed like a special occasion. I think what really pushed administration to cancel is when the kindergartens all started simultaneously vomit, and there was just this domino effect and it just kept going. I guess they weren't having quite as much fun as the healthy people, but still, it was one more day of school they didn't have to catch up on. If that happened next year, I wouldn't be surprised if instead of canceling school, we just did online school instead. And now those memories of an unplanned day off would no longer be. Now, I'm not against change or innovation or even going to school. In fact, I think Steve Jobs had it right when he said that innovation is the only way to win. But I think it's important we can tell the difference between when innovation is necessary and when it isn't needed. I mean, in theory, working from home should be awesome. It should save the time of the commute as well as the money of renting office space. But what that doesn't account for is the emotional strains it has on workers, which makes them less productive. Now, when we talk about innovation, we have this assumed positive connotation. I think it's time we look behind the curtain and realize that not all innovation is improvement. Thank you.